Once again, Showtime Shawn P. Shawn Porter does what he's always done. Manhandles his opponents. Shawn Porter, Berto, in the title eliminator at the Barclays Center. Great entertainment. Good for boxing. This puts the winner in position to be the mandatory for Keith Thurman's WBC welterweight title. The money belt, the green belt. Shawn Porter put on a magnificent show with Keith Thurman, and everyone wanted to see the rematch. I was there, and I was one of the people who wanted to see the rematch. One of the best fights I've been to. Rematch didn't happen. Keith Thurman gets in with Danny Garcia, which was his last fight, and unifies titles by stripping Danny Garcia with a victory over him. In this title eliminator, the hope was that Shawn Porter will pull out the win and he'd get back in and get us that rematch with Keith Thurman. Well, Keith Thurman was at the fight. He watched it. He was a vested interest spectator, of course. But then we have Kell Brook that's going across the border. Errol Spence going across the border to see Kell Brook. And hopefully he will continue his undefeated reign as a young up-and-coming future of boxing, maybe the future face of boxing, Errol Spence. We hope that he brings that title back home that Shawn Porter lost to Kell Brook, that IBF title. Hoping that our man, the Olympian, Errol Spence, will bring that title back home to the United States. Well, Keith Thurman's going to be a vested interest spectator in that fight. Because if Errol Spence brings that title home, of course, Keith Thurman is going to want to unify with Errol Spence. But here we have Shawn Porter, who's back in the picture for the rematch that he always wanted with Keith Thurman. And at this point, this title eliminator that he won puts him in position to be the mandatory for Keith Thurman. Now, Berto didn't agree with the headbutts, so he didn't agree with tonight's decision thoroughly. But it is what it is, and Keith Thurman makes his way to the ring to congratulate and to handle the questions that everyone knew was going to be asked. With Shawn Porter winning this fight makes him your mandatory. Is that fight going to happen? Keith Thurman kinda says yeah, but it's up to negotiation. Shawn Porter wanted a yes. We want a yes. Is that fight going to happen?